In graph theory, getting from vertex A to vertex B isn't just about the destination, it's about the rules you follow to get there. The words walk, trail and path are often used interchangeably, but on an exam, mixing these up will cost marks. Think of these as navigation laws. Some allow you to revisit streets, some allow you to revisit intersections, and some forbid both. In this video, we're going to break down the specific constraints of each, moving from the most flexible to the most restrictive. I've included chapters in the description so you can jump to a specific definition, but I recommend watching the examples in order to see how the rules stack up. Let's get started. A walk is the most basic sequence of edges and vertices. There are no restrictions here. You can traverse the same edge multiple times, and you can revisit the same vertex as often as you like. It's like a tourist wandering aimlessly around a city. They can walk down the same street twice if they want. Let's look at this example. We have three vertices, A, B, and C. These are connected by three edges, E1, E2, and E3. So we can do a walk from A to B, from B to C, from C back to B, and then from B back to A. Notice we went from B to C, and then back to B. We used the edge E2 twice, and visited vertex B twice. And this is perfectly legal in a walk. Now let's add a rule. The law of the trail, in which no edge can be repeated. You can still visit the same vertex more than once. And to use a navigation analogy, you cannot walk across the same street twice. So look at this bow tie shaped graph. We have vertices A, B, C, D, and V. Vertices A, B, and CD meet in the center at vertex V. Let's look at this trail. We can go from A to B using E1, from B to V using E2, from V to C using E4, from C to D using E5, from D to V using E6, and then from vertex V back to vertex A using E3. And so every edge we used was unique. We used all of them without repeating a single one. And in doing so, we hit vertex V twice and ended back at A. In a trail, repeating a vertex is always allowed, as long as the edges are new. If I now try and go from vertex A to vertex B again, using edge E1, the trail breaks, as I've used edge E1 for a second time. In graph theory, a path is the most restricted movement. With a path, nothing repeats. So you can't repeat an edge, and you cannot repeat a vertex. Once you leave a vertex, you can never go back to it. On this graph, in the shape of a square, a path would be from vertex A to vertex B via edge E1, from vertex B to vertex C by edge E2, and then from vertex C to vertex D by edge E3. So in this case, every vertex is new and every edge is new. If I were to go from vertex D to A using edge E4, I would be revisiting vertex A. And at that moment, it ceases being a path. Before we look at some challenges, let's summarize what we've just learnt. So with a walk, we can repeat edges and vertices. With a trail, we cannot repeat edges, but we can repeat the vertices. And with a path, we cannot repeat edges or vertices. Now let's take a look at some challenges. So for challenge 1, let's look at this sequence. We have 4 vertices, A, B, C, and D. And we go from A to B, B to C, C to B, and B back to D. So there are 2 questions here. First one is, why can this never be a path? And the second one is, under what specific condition could this be considered a trail? If you want to play along, pause the video now. So is this a path? The answer is no, because vertex B is repeated. In a path, every vertex must be unique. Now the second question, is this a trail? Well, that depends on whether there are 2 edges connecting vertex B and C, so effectively making it a multigraph. If there are 2 edges, we could go from A to B, from B to C using one edge, and then from C back to B using a second edge, and then from B to D. So in this case, no edge has been repeated, so we'd have a trail. If, however, we had this scenario where there's just a single edge between vertex B and vertex C, so we could go from A to B, B to C, and then using the same edge from C to B, and then from B to D. And in this scenario, it would be classified as a walk because we've used the same edge twice. Let's say we have a graph with two vertices, so A and B, and between A and B we have three edges. Take a look at the sequence: A to B, B to A, and A to B. Is this a path or a trail? Pause the video now if you want to play along. Okay, let's follow the sequence. So we travel from A to B using this edge, and then B back to A using the edge in the middle, and then from vertex A back to vertex B using the bottom edge. So we've used all edges just the once, but we've used the vertices more than once. So therefore it cannot be a path, as every vertex we use must be unique. So it's therefore a trail, because although we've repeated some of the vertices, we've used the edges only once. Let's look at this graph. We have 9 vertices labelled 1 to 9, and they are joined up in a grid formation with 12 edges. And so in this formation, what is the maximum number of vertices you can visit in a single path? And for the second question, if we stay on the same graph, what is the maximum number of unique edges you can travel in a single trail? If you'd like to play along, pause the video now. So for a path, we can visit a vertex once and travel across a single edge just the once. So let's start at vertex 1. We can travel from vertex 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 6, from 6 to 5, from 5 to 4, from 4 to 7, from 7 to 8, and from 8 to 9. So in doing this, we've visited every vertex once, and most importantly, we haven't used any edges twice. So in this case, the maximum number of vertices is 9. Now let's look at the maximum number of edges we can use in a single trail. So let's start at vertex 2 and move to 5, and then 5 to 4, 4 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 9, and 9 to 6. At vertex 6, we have nowhere further to go without using an edge twice. And so if we count up the number of edges we've used, we get a total of 10. And so 10 is the maximum number of unique edges that we can travel in a single trail on this particular graph. In this next challenge, we have 6 vertices and 10 edges. And the question is, what's the maximum number of unique edges you can travel in a single trail? And if you think you know the answer, leave a comment in the comment section below.